Hello, you guys. We are back with our blended series. Now we're catching up on Paolo and his life. Paolo actually he hasn't talked to Jenny in a bit since their youngest child was born, which I think is Penny. No, it's Paige. Paige is the youngest. Too many children, too many names. They have 5 biological children and 6 they kind of adopted that are related to their biological children through step parents in previous marriages and things like that. So they technically have 11 children they're responsible for. But Paulo, he and Jenny are currently divorced. It is very complicated. They're still best friends. They're still social bunny friends. They don't share any sentiments anymore. And he hasn't seen her since Paige was born. He's convinced Paige isn't his, because they were divorced and he got lonely and called her up and she came over because she's he wants to get back together, and they slept together and she got pregnant. And I think in the last episode we did it based on Paolo was having some regrets. He went to see his teens. He started to feel bad. He went to see some of his adopted children. Man felt guilty, to say the least. He felt real guilty. I think. Oh, I can't remember. I think that was in the. I definitely think that was in the last episode of Blended. I'm gonna check to make sure I'm right real quick. Yeah, because John Douglas, he aged up, and Paulo's feeling lonely. He was missing his kids. He was feeling regrets. So he visited the teens at boarding school because, his older kids are at boarding school. The younger ones are living with Jenny. They sent him to Copperdale. They have, their own private dorm in the school. They even snuck their cat into this dorm, the teenagers did. And so all the teenagers, which a good deal of them are adopted. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the teenagers, no, 6 of the teenagers are living at the boarding school. Meanwhile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the kids are living with Penny, the younger kids. So we visited him at boarding school, but now recently, Paolo, he's basically, he met this neighbor of his, Miss Sally Orlando, and, they very much vibe, because one of the reasons he and Jenny started to, struggle in their marriage, I think they have 11 kids. I think so. Give me a minute, because I want to make sure. Yeah, okay, they have, 11 kids. They have, 5 that are biologically Paulo's, and then the other 6 are kind of adopted or are biologically his ex-wife's. But yeah, he met Sally Orlando, and the minute he met her, they felt like this. He got this first impression she seemed very responsible. She seemed very kind-hearted. And she thought he was very sophisticated. She just, instantly liked this man. They're neighbors in the same apartment building, so this could get messy, but we like messy in this LP. We like messy a lot. This LP kind of has the feel of, a daytime drama or a soap opera. I used to watch those with my mom, so I think that's kind of, what inspired me. That, and I wanted to play with a blended group of family, different kids, different parents, but related kind of, and step parents and things like that. But these two felt very deeply connected once they started chatting. She would come visit him. They felt closer from those happy memories. And Paolo started to just adore Sally. And Sally is a maker and she hates children. She doesn't want more children, and she actually doesn't like to be around them. She is not she doesn't have any maternal instincts, which is weird because Paolo has so many children, but other than visiting the teens, he hasn't really gone to see his children. He went from being this awesome dad to just I'm done. I'm out. I don't want married life. I don't want to deal with so many kids. This is too stressful for me. This is too much. Meanwhile, Jenny is a stay-at-home mom, and she wants to be like the best mom. She wanted a big, family, lots of kids. I don't think that was her aspiration, but that is like one thing that she wanted. She enjoyed having a big family. Like, she loved being surrounded by all the kids and the teens and everything. But Paolo met Sally, and he recently asked her to be his girlfriend. She's spending the night tonight. They haven't woohooed. They have had, like, a first kiss. But they're very, like, close. He doesn't know her third trait yet. But he would like to get to know her more. Like, this is an early stage of the relationship. He's feeling very energized by their new relationship. He feels, like, motivated, revitalized, like, just very excited. Like, she is everything he wants right now. Because he doesn't want the married life. He doesn't want the family life. He doesn't want any of that. He is romantically attracted to feminine Sims. So to Sims who identify as female. He can experience romantic and sexual attraction. And I guess he's pansexual and he's questioning his identity. I don't see him as pansexual. I always saw Paolo as straight because, like, when Marcus hit on him, and granted, I don't know much about pansexual, but when Marcus hit on him, he was not into Marcus. He was not feeling Marcus. But I think, as far as I know, and correct me nicely if I'm wrong in the comments, pansexual means, like, you're into somebody based on their personality, not their gender identity or their anything like that, or their sexual orientation, but their personality. And so maybe he just didn't like Marcus's personality. Like, I don't know. So correct me nicely if I'm wrong. I think I explained that correctly. And it seems like all my Sims with the LGBTQ mod start off as transsexual, and I don't know if you have to, like, change that. I pictured him more as, like, straight. You can do, like, gender affirmations. You can decide to ponder your identity. You can do relationships and crushes. Oh, go on a mingle and meet and date with a match sim. You can do, decide to, like, come out publicly. And these are, like, the settings. I'm trying to figure out how I would actually change his orientation because there's some of my Sims I could see as pansexual, but I don't know if I see Paolo as pansexual. I always kind of, that's the trait he currently has. That is not, I want to change his, okay, not that. I don't, can I go back? Pan-romantic, what is that? People who experience romantic attraction to Sims regardless of gender identity or presentation. He is attracted to feminine Sims. Yes, he can experience, I don't feel like he's pansexual. I feel like he's only attracted to, like, feminine Sims. That is one thing that I feel about him. But I feel like his gender identity may change here and there. I feel like he would be gender fluid depending on, like, where he's at in life. Right now, he sees himself only with, like, a woman. But that could change in the future. Maybe he meets a nice, handsome man and whisks away. I mean, I don't know. It ain't my business. I was raised as, like, a Christian, but I am very... I try to be very open-minded, and I try to be as educated as I can, and I'm always willing to be more educated. I don't believe in, like, hating anyone for their religious belief or their orientation or anything like that. That is just one thing about me. So yeah, and I think The Sims, you're, like, playing around with life, and you want it to be like the real world, and in the real world, different types of relationships exist. So I like different types of relationships in my Sims game. I feel like these two really hit it off, because Paolo doesn't want any more kids. Like, he has so many. He has his 5 biological ones, the 6 that he and Jenny, you know, that are either Jenny's biological kid or that, like, they took in. So he has he does not want more kids. He doesn't even want the kids he has at this point. Like, he felt regrets for a split instant, visited the teens, felt close with them. But right now, he really wants to focus on his job, fulfilling his dreams. He's unsure how he feels about, you know, being a parent still. Like, he doesn't want to abandon the kids he is already responsible. But, like, 11 kids is a lot for anybody. One of them aged up, Matilda did, and she's pretty. She's like, she's got them hips, yo. She got them hips. I love her. I absolutely love her. I do think she's very pretty. But I like her personality too, just in general. So I like Matilda. But he doesn't necessarily want to I don't think he would abandon his kids. I feel like he feels like he is responsible for them. Like, that wouldn't be right on his conscience. But he doesn't really want to parent. He's kind of in this place where he's questioning the choices he's made and where he's at in life. And he does have, like, regrets. Like, he wants to have good relationships with the kids he raised. At the same time, he doesn't want parental responsibility. So I don't know where that leaves him. I feel like he's very confused. So maybe this sounds confusing to some of you. Paolo confuses me all as well. But like I said, he was instantly, like, Sally just brightened his day. She has to get going, and he's like, okay, that's fine, you know, see you later. But he asked her to be his girlfriend, and he wants to pursue a future with her, even if she hates children. Like, he doesn't want more children, so he's good with the fact that she hates children. Granted, I don't know what Paolo would do if she was mean to his children, but he hasn't, ever since that one visit to the teen, he hasn't really made an effort to visit them since. Like, he did have that quick moment of regret, so I don't know where he sits with his kids. And now he has roaches. Great. We have rats, we have roaches, we have, you know, we have it all in Pablo's apartment. Like, this apartment is not a good apartment. Paolo did do, like, some fixing up as best he could. It looks nice. He did give his kids a room. His girlfriend spent the night in here. And they haven't moved in together yet. They're not, like, at that stage of the relationship. Paolo feels like maybe he rushed it with Adeline. He rushed the relationship with Jenny. He doesn't want to rush it with Sally. And granted, like I said, this could get messy because, like, if it doesn't work out, she is his neighbor. Like, he is stuck with her as his neighbor. So he definitely wants to remain on good terms with him. Meanwhile, I think Jenny is going to stop over. I'm going to invite her over, but I think she's really stopping over of her own accord. You know, being nosy, you know, like, hey, why haven't you come seen the younger kids? And even though we know Paige is biologically his from the family tree, Paolo is not convinced because it was a one-night thing. And it's very complicated how he feels about Jenny. And as you can see, Sally didn't want to be nosy. She went in her apartment. She's very respectful like that of Paolo. Jenny's kind of flirty. She thinks this is going somewhere. So he just wants, you know, she's like, hey, do you want to see the kids soon? Do you want to, like, hang out? You know, I think Jenny still has hopes they can repair their relationship. Like, she wants marriage a third, a fourth time. Like, honey, as many times as it takes. She wants to be with Paolo genuinely. They're telling an engaging story. They're closer from happy memories. They're feeling close. Maybe he's telling a funny story about, like, the kids when they were younger. And that kind of melted Jenny's heart. They're gonna do a little banter back and forth. And Jenny is very flirty. They're gonna, like, step inside. Oh, she's laughing. She's like, she is happy to see him. He's bringing her inside because he wants that, privacy. He did set up his power through, like, the Sim National Bank. He is going to discuss some DJ techniques. He's enthusing about guitar, like he's getting into like guitar lately. He wants to like go watch people play karaoke now that he's living in San Myshuno. The city to him is so much more lively. Jenny is not a city person, but Paolo, he loves the city. He loved Windenburg too when he lived there because he loved the party scene, like the club scene and things like that. And they're just, oh my goodness, they're growing closer from quality time. Maybe there's hope for them after all, if he's not with Sally at some point. Who knows? We don't know where these two are headed, but I think this is... I like that they're both laughing and the way she's looking at him. Like, she clearly wants more, and he's clearly just trying to maintain, like, a friendship. She's like, you know, I'd really love if you'd stop and see the girls. They've been asking about you. You know, and she's being, like, flirty. She's in a flirty mood. He's gonna compliment her appearance. Like, he's not trying to, like, cheat on his girlfriend, but, like, this is the mother of some of his children. Like, he's like, hey, you look good. Like, I know it's been a while, but, like, you look really good. I just wanted to let you know. And she is so happy to see Paolo. She always is. He's gonna be like, hey, are you seeing anyone? Like, how is your life going? And she's gonna be like, no, I haven't really had the time. You know, the kids are what's important. Oh, he kind of wants to just give her a hug, just for old time's sake. And really, he shouldn't be doing any of this. He's adores Sally. Like, what is this man doing is what I want to say. Like, he is messy. Paolo, you as messy as Marcus. No wonder y'all was besties. Y'all both messy. He does want to, like, give her hands a little kiss. And then he's getting a text from his friend Jade because they're on better terms at the moment. She says, you're getting more popular. Clearly you're a good person. No, like, she's texting him about his girlfriend. He's going to do a bit of a sexy pose, like, hey, do I look good? And she would never tell him that. And he's going to just grab her hands. He's really just acting in the moment. Like, he's not thinking. And he does want to embrace her one more time before she heads out the door. Like, I feel like he's very confused about what he wants in life. And I hope that is really coming across. You can tell he's confused whether he wants his relationship with Jenny back, his kids back, that crazy, chaotic life he was living back, or whether he wants to move on with Sally and have a life with Sally. Like, she would be an interesting dynamic as a stepmother, I think, just because she hates children. Like, she would not want Jenny's kids around all the time. She just wants Paolo. But Jenny and Paolo have this history that is, I don't know, they have history. And despite anything that they've both done that might have, like, left the other feeling hurt, like, there is this history between them because they do share children. And he just, something about Jenny, man, like, when he sees her, he just, I don't know, he has trouble resisting her. He's gonna sweet talk her a little, be like, Jenny, you looking fly. He's happy. He's very happy that she's here. And she is asking about the kids again, and he's gonna be like, you know, anytime you need to come over, like, you're welcome. He wants to kind of give her the keys to his apartment. He's going to tell a bit of an engaging story. I do want him to give her the key to his apartment because I feel like being the mother of his children, she would have that. Oh, she's like, I gotta get going. She's not accepting his key, which I find interesting. Because he wants to give her the key, and she wants to get going. He's like, here, take this before you leave. Like, you really ought to have a key. And she's like, you know, thanks, Paolo. She feels awkward about that because she doesn't just want to stop by because she knows Paolo is confused. Like, he don't know what he wants. And they're both just standing there. It kind of feels awkward now. She doesn't really know what to do. Now she's going in his bedroom. She's being like, oh, you're into sports. Yeah, I've been playing some soccer myself. He's going to watch her juggling. He just finds Jenny adorable sometimes. She has such a loving personality that, like... Yeah, I don't think he's intending to, like, cheat on his girlfriend. He's not going to ask her to be his girlfriend. I do think he crossed the lines, and what he did is cheating because he was very physically close to her. He was embracing her, blowing her kisses. Like, he is technically cheating on his brand new girlfriend. But I don't know if it's really intentional. I think that's just... He's just being in the moment. Like, he is feeling the moment. Oh, now he's giving Jenny a passionate kiss. And Jenny is like, I really have to leave. His son now became good friends. Like, his kids, I feel like they're really mad at their dad for leaving Jenny. Like, they love... John Douglas loves his mom. Like, he's a mama's boy, I think, for sure. So he's sitting here. Jenny's getting some milk. She's not ready to leave yet. She's taking full advantage. Because this is the first sign she's seen that maybe... that they can work out their marriage. And Paolo's actually going to bring it up. He wants to talk about their marriage for the first time since he's moved out. And since they divorced. He wants to talk about it. Like, he's like, I'm so sorry for that whole argument. Like, I'm so sorry for how that may have made you feel. Like, I'm so sorry is all he can say. And he feels like that's the right thing to do. He's washing the dishes because he doesn't want Jenny to see him being a mess. And she's like, oh my goodness, you never used to wash the dish. Like, you rarely wash the dishes, Pablo. What do you got in your fridge? Like, you need to get some more snacks and drinks. He's like, well, I actually bought these healthy drinks because I'm really trying to, like, muscle up. Oh, okay. I guess she's jealous. She wants to be best friends. No, I don't think, though, the mother of my child is my best friends. Jenny, we becoming best friends again, yo. Because I feel like they would be best friends. He's getting, like, a healthy drink. These two women are, like... now in the same place. I feel like Sally saw she was here a while and Sally was like, you know what? She's been here a while. What's going on? She's checking in. Jenny is acting like she owns the place. She is not even giving Sally any sort of reaction. This is interesting to me. And he's doing his dishes. She's starting to cook in his apartment. And Paolo is actually going to clean that up. Because he doesn't... Oh, Jenny's going to finish it. Jenny's like, you want to start cooking, honey? I'll finish the cooking. Like, you best believe... Oh, my goodness. Okay, he's like, look, you need to go. He's like... He's going to gossip. He's going to be like, look, this is the mother of my children. Like, I really need you to... see yourself out. Like, I know you're my girlfriend, but, like, I want to remain on good terms. Can you please... Look, I'll see you later. Is basically what he's telling Jenny. He is sending her home. Jenny doesn't even have an apartment key, yet she just walked in. Which kind of feels like a boundaries thing. Oh, she made him a cake! No. He's like, no, I'm sorry. I can't be your best friend. Like... You know, that's the mother of my children. And she is, oh my goodness, she is feeling creeped out. Polly didn't think that Sally was at the level of best friends yet. Maybe space will make that feeling go away. He is going to, accuse of moving too fast, honey. Oh. He's gonna say, he might, actually. He might be like, look, you're moving too fast for me. Like, I just got out of a divorce. I just... feel confused. I feel like he would say that. I think he would have more of a deep conversation than he would, like, accuse her. And she's just trying to talk to him. She is flirty. She is flirty. And he does still... she feels dejected about that he doesn't want to be, like, her bestie. He's trying to explain. He's like... Look, I think very highly of you, Sally, and I admire your courage. I really do, and he's gonna. He doesn't know how to fix this. So he's just gonna try to like maybe change the subject. Like, I don't think he wants to get into the relationship. He's like, look, I got some plumbing issues to repair. Like, I'll see you maybe in a little bit. And she's just waiting. Like, she felt like something was up. I don't think Pablo dislikes handiness. He likes actually trying to repair his own stuff. It makes him feel like he's the big man of the house. And he didn't ask Jenny out, like, but he did cross the line there. So I don't know. He's still feeling very close to Sally too, despite that he like rejected her for being like his best friend. Jenny just keeps walking in. Dude, now you're moving too fast. Oh, no, you did not. That is my kid's dollhouse. Argue? I don't know what to argue about, but honey, no, you little rat face. That was my toddler's. Like, honey, no. That was my daughter's. Like, you don't do that. He is literally going to give her the cold shoulder. This is their first argument. They're very newly together. Like, he is feeling very upset. He is like, and I think he also wants to smooth apology at the same time, more for like dejecting her. Like, look, I'm sorry I made you feel that way, but really, you rat face, that was my kids. That's what he's gonna say. He's gonna be all up in defense. He just doesn't even want to interact at this point. He's like, look, you need to go home. He's like, I'll lock my door if I have to. Like, you need to leave, please. Just go. He's like, just go. He's like, I have to repair that. That was my kids. He doesn't even want to talk to her right now. Like, he feels like the way she reacted was very jealous, and he's never seen that side of Sally. And he doesn't like that. And of course, she had every reason to really be jealous, you know, like I don't know, he was getting romantic with his ex-wife, ex-baby mama, and like, but Sally really got angry about that. And Paolo don't even know why she got angry about that. Like, I could tell she would be a horrible stepmom. Like, she would be doing that all the time if she got mad at the kids, just breaking the dollhouse. Like, if she can get that mad at Jenny being their mother, she would not be able to co-parent. And maybe Paolo should be thinking twice. Like, he's feeling creeped out because he didn't think that they were at the level of best friends yet. He feels like they need space right now, and she is, like I said, she is feeling so dejected. Like, she doesn't blame Paolo for turning her down, but it feels bad, like, to be around him knowing he turned her down. And he doesn't know how to make this better. He just thinks he needs some space. Like, why would you attack a child's toy? Like, that is not... Jenny would never do something like that. He's going to compare her to his ex-wife. He really is. Jenny would never. And so he needs to really take his confusion and get up on out of here. He just wants to hide from everyone. He is just embarrassed and, like, he's confused. And he's tired of this gross apartment. He really is. And I feel like he a part of him knows he wants to go back to Jenny still. And a part of him really likes Sally now that he's met her. Until this moment, like, this was a side of Sally he ain't seen. Because they haven't been seeing each other very long. So, yeah, Sally needs to, like, chill with her emotions. She needs to take a chill pill. Let me tell you what. She needs to, like... She needs to calm it down. Like, it wasn't that... She shouldn't have, like, gone after, like, the child's toy. I feel like if she got mad at Paolo, she would take the rage out and, like, yell at his kids. That's the vibe I'm getting. What do you think? Do you think Sally is the right one for Paolo? I personally don't. This is my comforter. I'm very cold today. I don't know. I am very conflicted because I almost thought like Paolo might be moving on to Sally, and now I'm kind of confused myself because a part of him still really feels like Jenny is his soulmate, and he feels deeply connected. He also feels like Sally's now been, he did feel like she was a soulmate, now he feels like they're just lovers. So that is interesting. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's time for Paolo to give up this apartment and return home. But I don't know what y'all think. Or do you think he does just genuinely need to move on? I think his feelings are messy. I think they're very messy. I got McDonald's coffee. Because I need the caffeine to deal with Paolo's whole mess here. That I have orchestrated. Because that's what this is, a Let's Play. I did orchestrate some of this, let's be honest. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, go you, go you, go you, you. And I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to hit that follow, like, subscribe, do all those fun YouTube things. Leave me some comments in the chat about what you think about this video. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.